a dimension not only of sight and sound but of mind, a journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. That's the introduction we all know from one of television's most groundbreaking series, The Twilight Zone. Created by the brilliant Rod Serling, The Twilight Zone wasn't just another TV show. It was a revolutionary piece of storytelling that changed television forever. What made it so special? Well, imagine a show that could take your deepest fears, your moral dilemmas and your wildest fantasies, and spin them into unforgettable tales that would keep you up at night. You know what's really fascinating about The Twilight Zone? Its approach to justice, but here's the twist. It's not your typical good guys win, bad guys lose kind of justice. In this dimension, karma works in mysterious ways. Sometimes the wicked get their due, but sometimes the innocent suffer just as much. It's this unpredictability that makes the show so eerily realistic, despite its supernatural elements. Take some of my favorite episodes. In Night Call, an elderly woman receives mysterious phone calls from beyond the grave. Then there's Living Doll featuring Talking Tina, probably the creepiest toy you'll ever see. Trust me, you'll never look at dolls the same way again. And To Serve Man, well, let's just say it gives a whole new meaning to alien hospitality. What's truly remarkable is how well these stories have aged. Even today, in our world of high-tech special effects and sophisticated storytelling, these black and white episodes still pack a punch. They've inspired countless modern shows. Ever watched Black Mirror? That's the Twilight Zone's DNA right there. The show wasn't just about scaring us or entertaining us. Each episode was a carefully crafted morality tale, holding up a mirror to society and human nature. Whether it's dealing with aliens, murderers, or dystopian futures, The Twilight Zone always found a way to make these supernatural stories feel deeply, disturbingly human. So next time you're channel surfing and come across an old Twilight Zone episode, stop and watch. You might just find yourself crossing over into a dimension where anything is possible and nothing is quite what it seems. A dark, stormy night, and an elderly woman named Elva Keene lies in her bed, her solitude broken by the shrill ring of a telephone. What starts as unsettling late-night calls soon spirals into something far more chilling. The voice on the other end? Mysterious, haunting, and eerily familiar. Elva, confined to her home after a tragic accident years ago, desperately seeks help. She calls the phone company, confides in her caregiver, but those strange calls just keep coming. Each ring sending shivers down her spine, each conversation more unsettling than the last. But here's the twist that'll make your blood run cold. These calls? They're coming from the grave of Brian, her long-dead fiancé. The same man who lost his life in the car crash that left her disabled decades ago. He's been reaching out, trying to bridge the gap between their worlds. And just when you think this story couldn't get more tragic, Elva's own words seal her fate. In her fear and frustration, she demands the calls to stop. Be careful what you wish for, because Brian's final message? You wanted me to leave you alone. Now you'll truly know what it means to be alone. Sometimes our greatest fear isn't the unknown calling in the night. It's the deafening silence that follows. Picture this, a seemingly innocent children's toy that becomes a nightmare. In one of the Twilight Zone's most chilling episodes, Living Doll, we meet Christy, a little girl who receives a beautiful talking Tina doll. Sweet, right? Well, not quite. Enter Eric Streeter, Christy's stepfather, a man whose heart seems as cold as the plastic of the doll he despises. He's not just angry about the doll's price tag. He's resentful of everything it represents, the love between his wife and stepdaughter that he can't seem to share. But here's where things take a dark turn. When no one else is around, Talking Tina reveals her true nature to Eric. "I hate you," she whispers. "I'm going to kill you." Eric tries to convince himself it's just his wife playing tricks, but deep down he knows something more sinister is at play. No matter how many times he tries to dispose of the doll, it keeps coming back like a persistent shadow. And in a twist of cruel irony, Eric meets his end by tripping over the very doll he feared. The episode closes with Talking Tina's bone-chilling warning to Eric's widow, "You better be nice to me." A reminder from the Twilight Zone that sometimes the most terrifying monsters come in the most innocent packages. It's the early 1960s, and Earth receives some unexpected visitors. The Kanamits, tall, sophisticated aliens who seem to have all the answers to humanity's biggest problems. War? They'll end it. Hunger? Consider it solved. These cosmic saviors even leave behind a mysterious book, which cryptographer Michael Chambers and his team work tirelessly to decode. At first, they can only crack the title, "To Serve Man." How noble, right? The aliens want to serve humanity. People around the world celebrate, embracing their new alien friends. Thousands eagerly board spaceships for visits to the Canamit homeworld, believing they're headed for a utopian paradise. But wait, there's something chilling about this story. Just as Chambers is about to board one of these ships himself, his colleague makes a horrifying discovery. That benevolent book? It's not what anyone thought. To Serve Man isn't a manifesto of peace, it's a cookbook. And humanity, well, we're the main course. This classic Twilight Zone episode reminds us that sometimes the most dangerous predators come bearing gifts, and not everything that glitters is gold. In the immortal words of Rod Serling, we've just taken a journey through the Twilight Zone. So tell me, would you have boarded that ship? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more trips into the fifth dimension.